What's going on, everybody? This your boy Cartier. I'm coming live from Envision 704 Studios right here in Crown Town, Charlotte, North Carolina, East Side Stand Up. I'm in the studio right now with my boy Sebastian. You know, Sebastian, introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know what you got going on.
Yes, sir. Go by the name Sebastian Style. You know, singer, musician / producer. All of the above, super live. You know, just in here getting it in with my boy Dante. I've been on him for a minute. You know.
Yeah. That's what I do, man.
Yes,
I seen you in a minute, bro.
Yeah, man, just got back from LA. You know, out there working and shit. You know, man, getting it in, grinding, independent style.
Oh, that's what it do. That's what it do. So, man, tell everybody how you got started, man. You know, and when did you know that music was the route you wanted to go, bro?
I would say, you know, I used to listen to, I say the first time when I say I really wanted to do music, I said I wanted to be that dude. It's listening to Bobby Brown back in the day. You know, I can remember, like, you know, I even used to have the shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but,
man.
Yeah, you had to get your Bobby Brown on, but, you know, to fast forward to it, to the Jodeci, you know, I grew up, you know, much respect to the greats. I grew up around Devontae Swing, the producer of Jodeci, dad, you know, and just hearing the instrumentation, and he was real vivid with his band. You know, it's real tough. Like, you hit a wrong note on stage with him, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, he stopped in the song. You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I just really respected that, and I started to love that. I started to sing, and, you know, one of the things that really made me want to start doing music is I wanted to make my own music for the vocals and the writing that I started to do. You know, I just got a love for it, you know, and it, you know, it really made me the character, built character, made me the person that I am today. Okay,
so your roots came from, you know, like gospel and some of the early greats like Jodeci and, you know, maybe something like Drew Hill and Blackstreet, some of those guys, you know, because music has changed over the years.
Yeah, it's changed. I would say my main core of what I would say I structured my sound around is, of course, I would say Prince, you know. That's my favorite artist. I would say, of course, everybody would say Michael Jackson, but I would say the Jodeci's, the H-Towns, of course, you said the Blackstreets, the Drew Hills, you know. You was in the group, you know what I'm saying? For a few groups, you know, so, you know, that definitely, like, got our base around for our vocal-wise. You learn how to sing with other voices, not just be the lead. Some people nowadays, you know, a lot of artists nowadays don't know what it means to, you know, come up and have to play the background, and then you learn yourself as an artist, and then you can play the lead, you know. But, you know, it's all joint effort at the end of the day.
Yeah, because, you know, in order to be a successful artist, you have to know your strengths and your weaknesses.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's get something straight. You know, you write and produce all of your music. So let's start there. He writes and produces all of his own music. You know what I mean? So just, you know, tell us about your sound. You know what I mean? Like, tell us about your style. Not just about the money, you know, but your style, your sound. You know, describe it. Like,
I would say, for one, I really wanted my sound to be, when I first started being an artist, I wanted my sound to really be not the typical that you hear on the radio. You know, when first time I got to go back to it, first time hearing Jodeci and hearing Devontae production, it really influenced me to, you know, just want to make swagged out music. So that was like a sort of like an idea of, okay, you gotta be swagged out like this, and you gotta take this to the next level. You know, now that I've acquired pop, you know, I do crossover music, and I feel like records should be timeless, not just, you know, poppy or, you know, don't get me wrong, you got a little bit of everything within the catalog. But what I say a real artist is when you got a catalog of great records that can last for 10 years when you listen back to it. Like right now you listen to Forever My Lady, and, you know, it was R&B, but at the time it was before its time. You know what I'm saying? But basically, to sum up the question.
Yeah, well, let me ask you another question. So, what separates your sound from, say, a Trey Songz or Chris Brown, or, you know, some of the heavy hitters right now, you know, like Miguel, or, you know, one of those guys? What's gonna make people say, okay, this guy Sebastian is different from everybody else? What separates your sound, man?
Well, I would say I did my homework, you know, and I'm not just an artist that woke up yesterday and said that I want to be an artist. And what separates my sound is I actually play the piano, the guitar, the bass, everything. So when I go in and make my track, you know, it's all me. It comes from my heart. It comes from my soul. So, you know, I don't have any artist in mind when I make my music. It just comes from me, and I just feel throughout time you work on your craft, and anything you do could diligently, you know, you get better at it, you know. And I just feel like the Lord has blessed me in a way to, just like you say, Prince brought a whole sound in a different era to where people haven't forgot that to this day. You look at Purple Rain, you know, you like, wow, that's a moment that, I mean, you know, just like the Michael Jackson album, Dangerous and all that, you know, that's a moment. And I feel like I want to bring my moment. Everybody has their own moment as an artist, and I feel like as an artist you should, you know, embody that and be that fully, and that's what defines a real artist.
That's so true. That's so true. Now, you've released a couple independent projects, you know, but you've got your first independent album that you just dropped. You know, like most people, they try to go get a deal at a major label. What made you decide to drop your own album independently? You know, your first independent release. Most artists, when they, you know, are trying to get in the music game, they go search for a major deal. Now, you've released a few independent projects, but now this is your first independent album, and it's titled Sebastian Classics. You know, what made you want to title it Sebastian Classics? You know, most people when you think classics, they about 4 or 5 albums deep, you know, maybe a couple Grammy Awards, but what made you title this album Classic?
I feel like the reason why I say classics is because I've been doing music more than 10 years now. And I feel like throughout the years, you accumulate certain records where, you know, you've done records where you like, okay, for every 20 records you do, you like 2 of them are it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So throughout the years and your journey, I say the first album, that's why I say most artists, their first album, they really get a piece and get to come out. But most artists don't get to put out their music until they're fully successful. They're in puppets for the label. So the reason why I decided to go independent versus major, I've shopped. I ran around the industry, you know. I had a few groups, Red Dirt, Group Meadow Rose, you know. And, you know, I've tried that type of thing, but I just feel like I have a point to prove now. And I want to put out good music, and I feel like good music will always win at the end of the day. Of course, you got to have a couple of dollars behind you.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, at the technology and the way the world is going today, you know, if you put your stomp down on the internet, you know, and you go hard, consistent, and work diligently towards your dream and what you want to do. Oh yeah. You don't have to wait for a handout. It's not all about money now. Before I just shop it there and say, oh, let me get advance so I can chill, and then everybody knew I'm signed to this big label. And I was bigger than that. I got a point to prove, and I want the world to know my sound and know my songs and know, you know, what I want to put out there, because I do feel like it's different, and I feel like, you know, my main thing is, of course, it's about, you know, of course, who doesn't want to make money, you know, but, and I don't have to be the biggest artist, but I do feel like I have something to give to the industry and the music industry that is, you know, missing right now, and it's a genuine sound, and it's something that you can connect with your soul and real life experiences and, you know, that type of thing. So I decided to go independent because I don't want my music damped, or I don't want nobody telling me, oh, you don't need to put out this type of record, this and that. I have at least 4 projects done already that are already packaged up and it's ready, and, you know, I just feel like fully my AK is loaded up. I'm just shooting it off, you know. I'm gonna shoot the albums off, and we're gonna see what happens at the end of the day. Got that chopper and songs is your bullets. That's what it do, man. So tell everybody, man, where they can find your new album, Sebastian Classics. You can find it at cdbaby.com, also on iTunes, but you know, directly cdbaby.com. We got the www.sebastianstyle.com. Spell Sebastian SABASTION. The right way to spell it is SEB. It's copyrighted, so it's SABASTION style. STYLE.com. And that's the main website. But just to get the album directly and the single, cdbaby.com, YouTube Sebastian 100. SABASTION 100, no space. You know, it's going down. Just stay tuned, and I'm gonna keep on giving it to you. Live stage, you know. Let me get to the live performance. The difference between me and, you know, your favorite artists that you might have. You know, your Trey Songz, your Chris Browns. I'm just saying that, and your Miguel's that's out. You know, it's great. They're putting out great music, and I like their sound, and I'm friends with a lot of them. But I say for the most part is, when it comes to the live stage, who's playing instruments right now?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I sing, deliver all my records live. Anything you hear on my records, I can do better live on stage.
Oh, that's what's up.
You
That's
know,
awesome,
so,
bro.
yeah, so definitely, man, I'm just excited to give it to you. Sebastian style.
That's what
Going
it do.
down.
Well, I tell you what,
Yeah,
Sebastian,
appreciate
man,
you,
I
man.
appreciate you letting me come through and holler at you for a little bit. I know you got the session going right now, so I'm going to let you do your thing. So, to everybody out there, once again, this is Cartier. I'm sitting here live at Envision 704 Studios with my man Sebastian. He about to get back to doing his thing, and I'm going to do my thing, and we out.